I am so in the holiday spirit. We're going to be talking about Christmas trees. I'm at Lee Farms with Craig Lee. And Craig, these are just gorgeous, and they're all so different. So we're going to talk about each individual and why we would like maybe a different kind of a variety. So what is this one?
This is kind of a new tree on the scene in the last maybe decade or so. It's called the Nordmann Fir. And it's real similar to a noble fir in that it's got really good needle retention. It's got real strong branches. It's real fragrant, so it's becoming a real popular tree.
It is so pretty, and I love the color. It's a really deep dark green.
Yeah.
And what is this one behind you?
This is the old standby of a Douglas fir. And 40 years ago, 90% of the trees from Oregon were Doug firs. And now it's becoming a pretty small percentage, actually. It's still an important tree, but nothing like it used to be.
But it's so cute. I mean, it's just so traditional. It's really fat and really a great shape.
Yeah.
So really a pretty tree.
Yep, you bet.
And then what about this one here?
This is a grand fir, which is real similar to a Doug fir, but I think it's a prettier tree. It's got more holes in it, so it's got a little more of a natural look to it. And it's very fragrant, maybe the most fragrant of all the trees.
Ah, nice. You know, there's nothing like having a fragrant tree in your house for the holidays.
Yep.
It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice to open that door and smell Christmas.
And smell Christmas, right. And then behind you.
And this is still our most popular tree. This is a noble fir. And so, yeah, we probably sell 2/3 of all the trees we sell are noble still.
And why is that? Why? Maybe it just changed, or
it's got good needle retention. Traditions have changed. People want more of an open tree, and we don't shear our nobles. We just clip them a little bit, and so it's got the natural whorl still, and yet it's not too open. So it's a really popular tree, and they got real strong branches, and they last through the season real well.
Yeah, ornaments have really gotten heavy, so I can see really it would really be great for ornaments. But just a pretty tree, and really you guys work hard on your trees all year long. It's not just this time of year.
That's right. Every month of the year.
Wow, wow. Now, you know, we were saying that this is a new style here. Is this new wave or something?
Well,
so what's
one of
going
the things that we do sell a lot of big trees. This is about a 15-footer, and we go up to a little over 20-foot trees. And what we'll do with a tree to protect the tree is we wrap it in plastic string. Goes through a machine, it whirls around it, and it just folds all the branches up, and that way they don't get broken, transplant it down the road, etc. And then when we get it inside, we'll get it straight and cut the string, and boom, instant Christmas tree. Well,
you know, I know that there's been a lot of people that are going to the artificial trees.
Right.
And so I know we're at a farm, so it's like, why wouldn't we want to go that way?
Well, I think a lot of people have gone to the plastic trees because they don't want the mess.
Yeah.
And one of the big reasons that there's been a mess with trees is that trees tend to dry out, and then they drop all their needles. So we think we've solved that problem. Number one, we shake the trees. We have a tree shaker, and so when you take the tree home, it's going to be clean. It's not going to have any dead needles in it.
Nice.
And number two, if your tree never dries out, chances are it's not going to drop those needles. Now, this is about a 15-foot tree, and it'll take 15 to 20 gallons of water if it never dries out. Because what happens to most people's trees is that they run out of water maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and at 8 o'clock in the morning when you go to water it, it will have sealed itself off.
Sure.
So you'll fill it full of water and say, well, it's full of water, I never let it run out, but it's sealed off and it won't take any more water, and that's what always happens. So you need a tree stand that holds at least 2 gallons.
Yeah, and these are really different with this huge bucket, so you have that reservoir of water.
So we use the Davis tree stand, and this is the largest one. This will handle a good heavy 20-foot tree, and you can put up to a 20-gallon water container with it. This is 7.5 gallons here, but that way it won't run out in the middle of the night. They'll take several gallons in one night, especially those first few days. So this saves those trees, and they'll last a long time if you never let them run out of water, and that's the trick.
And now how am I going to get this home? I mean,
well, we deliver trees.
Okay,
but this also, when we wrap these trees, it really makes them easy to transport.
Okay.
Otherwise, you got a tree that's maybe 12, 15 feet wide with some of these big trees, and you break the trees hard on the tree. It's hard on everybody. So this really makes it easy. But we do deliver trees, set trees up. And we do it for businesses and for homes.
Great. Well, you come out to the experts here at Lee Farms and talk to Craig's staff and really get set up with the best tree and have the most beautiful Christmas this year. Well, thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.